video, I want to show you how to use long division to divide two polynomials. This is the generic process that's going to work for any two polynomials. In our example, our dividend is 4x cubed minus 23x plus 3, and our divisor is 2x minus 5. So we're going to list all terms in the dividend in decreasing order for variable x. If there is a missing order, we're going to put down x as a placeholder, as I have done here for the quadratic term. We start with using the leading term of the divisor to divide into the leading term of the dividend. In this case, we're going to divide 2x into 4x cubed. That's going to give us 2x squared, and we put 2x squared on top of the quadratic term. And we use 2x squared to multiply each of the term in the divisor. 2x squared multiplied by 2x give us 4x cubed. 2x squared multiplied by negative 5, that gives us negative 10x squared. And we subtract what we get from the dividend, that's going to give us 10x squared minus 23x plus 3. Don't forget to copy down negative 23x plus 3. From this point, we're going to repeat the previous step. Keep using 2x to divide into the leading term of the remaining results. 2x divide into 2x squared, that's going to give you 5x. And we put 5x on top of the linear term. And we keep using 5x to multiply with each of the term in the divisor. 5x multiplied by 2x give us 10x squared. 5x multiplied by negative 5 give us negative 25x. And we subtract what we get from the remaining term, which we get from the previous step. 10x squared got cancelled. Negative 23x minus negative 25x give us 2x. Copy down 3. So now we're going to use 2x to divide into 2x. That's going to give us 1. And put it on top of the constant term. 1 multiplied with the divisor give us 2x minus 5, and subtract what we get from the previous results. That's going to give us 8. Now we can stop because the remainder is of lower degree compared to the divisor. We cannot proceed further. This 8 is what we call the remainder, and this 2x squared plus 5x plus 1 is a quotient, as I write down here. Dividend divided by divisor equals to quotient plus remainder divided by the divisor. If we multiply by the divisor on both sides of this equation, we can get another equivalent form, which reads dividend equals divisor times quotient plus remainder. And this results is what we call the division algorithm. And this is generally true for any two polynomials. In this particular case, we can write down 4x cubed minus 23x plus 3 as this form. Divisor times quotient plus remainder 8. When the divisor is a linear form with leading coefficient being exactly 1, we have a shorthand form for long division, which is called synthetic division. So we're going to work on the same example as we did earlier. 4x cubed minus 23x plus 3 divided by 2x minus 5. As I said, synthetic division only works when the divisor is linear form with leading coefficient being exactly 1. So we can work around this by pulling out the coefficient of the linear term to the front. Okay, I pull out 2 from 2x, and this gives us an equivalent form of what we did earlier. So this is going to be equals to 1/2 times 4x cubed minus 23x plus 3 divided by x minus 5 over 2. Now we're going to use what we call synthetic division to work out this part. Work out the results for dividing x minus 5 over 2 into 4x cubed minus 23x plus 3. As we did earlier, we're going to write down the coefficient for each of the term in the dividend in decreasing order for variable x. If there's a missing term, you have to put down 0 as a placeholder. So the coefficient is going to be 4, 0, negative 23, and 3. And we're going to put the 0 of the divisor in the box here. The 0 of the divisor in our case is 5 half. So I put down this number in this little box here. To get this started, I draw a horizontal line and bring down the leading coefficient, 4. And I use 4 to multiply by the 0 of the divisor, which is 5 half. 4 times 5 half give me 10. And then bring up 10. And then use 10 to add with 0. That's going to give me 10. And then bring this down. Okay. And then I use 10 to multiply with the 0 divisor again. So 10 times 5 half, that's going to give me 25. And I bring it up the line again. That's give me 25. And I add up the number in this line. 25 minus 23 give me 2. 2 multiply with the 0 divisor again. 2 multiply with 5 half give you 5. And you bring this up and add up the number in this line. 3 plus 5 give you 8. And this is now complete. We cannot proceed further. And you put another small box to enclose this number 8. And this 8 is going to be the remainder. So how to read the results from synsectic division? So our dividend, these numbers are the coefficient of the terms in the dividend in decreasing order. So the dividend is going to be 4x cubed minus 23x plus 3. And the number in this box is the 0 of the divisor. That says the divisor is going to be x minus 5 half. And in this last line, all the number in front of the remainder is going to be the coefficient for the quotient, again, in decreasing order for variable x. The quotient is 1 degree less than the dividend. Because the dividend is a third degree polynomial, that means the quotient is going to be a quadratic polynomial. So 4 is going to be the coefficient for the quadratic term. So our quotient is going to be 4x squared plus 10x plus 2. Again, this number, the last number we get in the last line is going to be the remainder, which has to be a constant because the remainder has to be of lower degree than the divisor. Divisor is degree 1, the remainder has to be degree 0, so it has to be a constant 8. So using the division algorithm, we can write down this result in this form. So basically the dividend can be broken down in this form. 4x cubed minus 23x plus 3 equals to divisor x minus 5 half times quotient 4x squared plus 10x plus 2 plus the remainder, which is 8. If we pull out the factor 2 from the quotient and multiply this factor 2 with each of the term in the divisor, we're going to get another form, which says the dividend equals 2x minus 5 times 2x squared plus 5x plus 1 plus 8. And this is consistent with our previous result. As I said, synsect division is a shorthand form for long division, and it's only work when the divisor is in linear form with linear coefficient being exactly 1. And the result is going to be consistent with long division.